Little fires everywhere. Smelt diesel.
Within 15 minutes, that fire went from small to gigantically huge.
First time that something like this has happened since I've been here.
What you have now is a two-tier entry.
And we do have that extra barrier in place that people can't just walk into our schools now and just wander down the halls.
You're going to come at an angle, get your head across.
They're able to go full speed with the proper technique, proper fundamentals. You don't put a price on player safety.
Now, from Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV11 This Morning.
And good morning and happy Monday to you, along with Elise Edie and Ashley Blackstone. Of course, I'm Tom Brandon. Back to school Monday, August the 18th. Up and at 'em,
today.
Kids.
Get up and going. 5 o'clock this morning. Thousands of Arkansas kids heading back to class today. The state's public schools back in session.
That means more traffic in the roads today. So coming up, THV11's Marielle Mose will join us from Benton with what you need to know before leaving the house.
That's right, Marielle, just a couple of years removed from high school, joining us this morning. We're going to take you beyond the books with a look at what's on the minds of parents and students.
Okay. Probably the weather, one of the things, Tom.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we have some rain in the forecast. Not what we want to hear as kids are heading to the bus stop this morning.
Yeah, you know, southern half of Arkansas stands to see a pretty good chance of thunderstorms. But how about the rain and thunder yesterday? Elise, I'm sure that you heard a lot of the loud rumbles where you live, as well as Ashley. I was close to it. Please come to my house. It skirted just to the north of us. Maumelle was hit hard with flooding rains, and you know, there's a chance this morning we could have more heavy rainfall. Let's get to it. Here are the weather headlines on this Back to School Monday. We are going to be hot and steamy, and we are going to have that chance of storms. Back to school forecast with your bus stop shapes up like, oh, there, I'm not there, Rob. What happened? I'm going to walk in now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And I'm still not there. Okay. Rob Hatfield apparently slept through first period. He's not quite with us this morning, but he, oh, there we are. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. I know they're trying to get Marielle shot up, but this is what you could expect for the kids as they head back to school. There is a chance of a morning storm over central and south central Arkansas. And also this afternoon, an isolated shower chance. It's going to be very steamy otherwise. I don't typically use 5 lines for the bus stop forecast, but I will this morning. Make sure the kids have something to keep the raindrops off their shoulders, maybe an umbrella. I'll show you Live View Max, and you'll see where the rain is located. Not far from Little Rock, but notice this cluster climbing up the I-30 corridor here, getting close to southern Saline, let's say Grant counties. This activity is going to continue for the next few hours and may affect your morning commute. So be careful along the I-30 corridor. You can see a little bit of a twist here in the upper levels of the atmosphere as it moves to the east. From Hope up to Gurdon, Arkadelphia, Malvern, even over toward East End, you might see some thunder and lightning as you begin your morning. State numbers are in the 70s, very warm and humid start to the day. And how do we end? Well, we're going to end with temperatures in the low 90s. 75 outside. Currently in Little Rock, a very steamy dew point of 70. Look for about 90 at 6 o'clock. It will be warm. And I will say this. We will have an isolated chance of a shower or thunderstorm with a high today of 92. It is now time for news at 5:03. With that, we turn things over to Ashley this morning.
All right, Tom, thank you. Happening right now, the governor of Missouri orders the National Guard to Ferguson to, quote, help restore peace and power, or order rather. This comes more than 1 week after 18-year-old Michael Brown was shot to death by Officer Darren Wilson. Saturday, a curfew was put into place from midnight to 5 a.m. But last night, protests turned violent before the curfew even started. Police used tear gas to push back the crowd.
I saw the protesters go down the street peacefully, and about 20 minutes later I saw tear gas dispersed down that way, and the crowd started coming back, and more as the crowd started coming back, more and more tear gas started being shot, thrown.
As the crowd approached the shopping center, multiple Molotov cocktails were thrown at police. At that time, police deployed tear gas in an attempt to disperse the crowd and stop the violent action. At that time, we called in additional support from area police agencies.
A preliminary private autopsy found that Brown was shot at least 6 times, including twice in the head. It was performed by New York's former chief medical examiner. Attorney General Eric Holder has ordered a federal medical examiner to perform another autopsy on the teen. And later today, President Barack Obama is set to speak with Holder on the situation in Ferguson. The president has been on vacation at Martha's Vineyard.
The National Transportation Safety Board is in Hoxie right now investigating a head-on crash between two Union Pacific trains. Happened yesterday morning there in a town that's just northwest of Jonesboro. 2 people died and there was also a chemical spill, and people who lived nearby were evacuated for hours.
I was anxious to see if I could do anything to help. I was a little scared. Everybody's a little scared at that moment in time when you hear that and see fire and engines and track.
Part of Highway 67 from Highway 63 to Highway 230 closed for the next 2 days during cleanup in the investigation. Jefferson County deputies investigating a rollover crash that killed a teenager over the weekend. Happened Saturday night along River Road in Redfield. 17-year-old Cody Farley was thrown from the car that was reportedly going 100 miles per hour when the driver lost control to avoid hitting a man standing in the road. That man, Philip Goss, was arrested for public intoxication. According to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, a breathalyzer test showed that Goss was more than 20 times the legal limit. No word on the driver's condition or if charges will be filed.
Little Rock police have made an arrest in the death of Tawana Wilson. Police pulled over Alden Thomas on Chester Street Friday afternoon. He reportedly had a handgun in his car. Wilson was shot outside of her home on 11th Street 3 weeks ago. Thomas faces murder charges and a gun possession charge. A Little Rock police dog that attacked a neighbor is back on the force. The dog named Ammo is on limited duty. Police say he will remain on a leash for 2 weeks and can only help with tracking suspects. They also say a second set of locks has been installed on the dog's kennel. Ammo's original trainer is being asked if more training may be needed. The group wanting statewide alcohol sales has turned in more than 41,000 new signatures to the Secretary of State's office. This is the second round of petitions turned in, hoping to get the question on the November ballot. During the initial verification period, the group fell about 17,000 signatures short. Well, today, many students will be making their way back to class for yet another school year, but the drive-in may be a headache for those traveling near the high school in North Little Rock. A $100 million renovation disrupting parking and traffic flow, and the district is asking everyone to plan ahead.
We have specific routes for seniors, specific routes for juniors and sophomores. They will all park in different areas on this parking lot and the parking lot across the street at the Poplar Street School.
Superintendent Rogers says that rumors about students parking in nearby neighborhoods aren't true. That new parking lot should be opened in about a month.
5:07 now. Christina Aguilera is a mom again? Really?
Yeah, People magazine reporting that the singer and her fiance, Matt Rudler, are the proud parents of a baby girl. The baby was born Saturday in Los Angeles.
Aguilera also has a 6-year-old little boy with her ex-husband, Jordan Bratman.
And during the hot summer months, it's nice to go to a pool or water park and, of course, cool down. One group in Ohio has dedicated a place like this for canines.
Dogs got the chance to take a splash at a canine splash ground at the Greene County Fairgrounds. The event features a team showing off dog agility and dog herding.
There will also be hot dog bobbing, mutt strut fashion shows, and of course plenty of splashing. I bet they will love that.
Perfect time of the year for it.
And not a lot of cats at that particular
Dogs only.
Cats don't like water.
No, they don't. Time is winding down until the Hogs take on the Auburn Tigers in this season's opener.
Still ahead this morning, a recap of their fan day and what you can expect in Fayetteville this year.
And after the break, we'll show you where the storms are located this morning. There will be a chance as you return to school or work. Time now 5:09. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Let's go. It's a big world, and now we're loving this town. It's our turn, so put your hands up. We on the big screen, and everybody's here living out our dreams. Dreams, whoa.
Middleton Heat and Air is a proud sponsor of THV11 Weather.
Follow me into the jungle.
Ram has the best fuel economy.
Follow me into the jungle.
And first ever back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year awards.
Won't you follow me into the jungle?
Take summer head on. Hurry in to the Ram Summer Clearance Event. Get $8,700 in total values on the new 2014 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Call Middleton Heat and Air for free estimates and free second opinions on air conditioner replacements.
Free estimates. I'll take care of that.
Call Middleton today.
My dad's been driving Old Blue since before I was born. He watches every penny.
It's embarrassing.
But that's why he'll be a good congressman. Washington loves to spend money. Trust me, my dad won't.
I'm French Hill. Like you, I don't spend money that I don't have, and Washington shouldn't either. Our federal government needs to quit trying to do everything and instead shift power back to our state and local governments. I'm French Hill, and I approve this message.
Wow, this is nuts.
Oh, I'll show you nuts.
Toyota's annual clearance event is on now. Find great lease offers and 0% APR financing on many of your favorite models. Get yours today before they're gone.
It's mine. It's mine.
You weren't kidding.
During Toyota's annual clearance event, get $2,000 customer cash or drive a new 2014.5 Camry LE for $199 a month. For more great deals, visit buyattoyota.com.
Guys!
Toyota, let's go places.
When your air conditioner isn't doing its job, let us do ours.
I'll take care of that.
I'll take care of that.
I'll take care of that.
Giving you our best. We'll all take care of that.
Call Middleton today.
Arkansas' severe weather season is here, bringing the possibility of real danger. At THV11, we are all focused on the weather, reaching you where you are and sounding the proper warnings for you and your family. You can be better prepared by checking out the severe weather guide at THV11.com and learning what to do when flooding, lightning, and tornadoes threaten. Then stay informed with us on the air, on the web, on your mobile device, and even on your car radio. And when it's time to protect what's important, we'll be here.
Made possible by Central Arkansas Honda dealers.
August certainly back, folks. I hope you enjoyed the cool, kind of dry conditions that we've had through the first part of the month. The second part of the month looks to be well above average for temperatures. We could make it to 100 this weekend for some locations. Now, the short term, it's all about going back to school today. We will hit the bus stop forecast pretty hard. Outside this morning over Little Rock, looking at Highway 10, you'll see that you might even see a little flash of lightning on the screen. If you do, it's not that we have storms near Little Rock, but they're not far from the Little Rock area. They are currently over Saline, parts of Grants and Garland and Hot Spring County, but we're getting the heat, the steam. It was a hot day yesterday, and those thunderstorms billowed during the middle part of the day, right at noon, 1 o'clock, just in time for you to get out of church, and bam, we had flash flooding over parts of, let's say, central Arkansas, Maumelle. More heavy thunderstorms have developed over the past few hours. There's a little bit of a twist. This is an upper air disturbance that's moving across eastern, I should say, southern and south central Arkansas this morning, with further development out ahead of it, and even some activity here towards Saline County, where El Mose is located. I call her Ellie Mose, Mary El Mose. She will be talking about first day of school for folks down in the Benton area. But strong storms south of Benton this morning, affecting places like Arkadelphia, not far from Camden and Fordyce. A little closer inspection, Nashville, Hope have seen some rain this morning. Get it while you can, because the faucet shuts off after today. The heat cranks up a notch, and the humidity values are going to be off the charts. We're in the 70s outside, Little Rock 75, a wind out of the southwest at 5, and a dew point that is 70. Last week, it was in the upper 50s and low 60s. Certainly a big change. Here is the bus stop forecast as you prepare the kiddos for that morning bus ride. I said this earlier, I usually don't use 5 lines of a bus stop, but we do have a chance of storms this morning, an isolated storm this afternoon. It's going to be hot and steamy. Make sure the kids are comfortable. If you can wear shorts and tees today, I certainly recommend it. And that'll be, we'll have a no pants day early on this week. Probably tomorrow or Wednesday, maybe both days. Here's what's happening. There is a stalled out frontal boundary over northern Arkansas that prompted a few storms yesterday. This morning, it's a disturbance in southwest Arkansas. That disturbance will continue to move to the east. This model not really picking up on it this morning, but this afternoon, a few more isolated to widely scattered storms from northeast into central Arkansas. Look for 92 today. It is going to be a very steamy day tonight. 73, partly cloudy. An evening storm can't be ruled out. In the extended forecast tomorrow, another very small chance of a shower or thunderstorm. But notice our temperatures all the way up into the middle and upper 90s. We have not had a stretch of middle to upper 90s yet this year, this summer, that has lasted more than a couple of 3 days. So that's what we have for you coming up this week. I would not be surprised, ladies, if we make it to 100 down the road.
Great.
What is up with that?
Welcome back to school, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
there you go.
all right, 5:15 now. Thanks a lot, Tom. Making headlines this morning, the governor of Missouri orders the National Guard to Ferguson more than a week after 18-year-old Michael Brown was shot and killed by police officer Darren Wilson. Saturday, a curfew was put into effect from midnight to 5 a.m. And then last night, police used tear gas when protests turned violent before the curfew began. The National Transportation and Safety Board is in Hoxie right now investigating a head-on crash between two Union Pacific trains. 2 people died, and there was also a chemical spill. People living nearby had to be evacuated for hours. Part of Highway 67 from Highway 63 to Highway 230 is closed for the next 2 days while crews clean up the spill. And today, the majority of students heading back to school. Coming up in just a few minutes, THV11's Marielle Mose will be live in Benton with how police and schools are working to keep kids safe.
The U.S. is widening its air campaign in northern Iraq to help Iraqi forces regain control of the country's largest dam in Mosul. The U.S. military says its forces conducted more than a dozen strikes near the dam yesterday. President Obama notified Congress that the latest mission against Islamic extremists in the region would be limited in duration and scope. And officials in Liberia now fear Ebola could spread through the capital's largest slum after an angry mob raided a treatment center Saturday. The World Health Organization says it's scaling up its international response to Ebola, saying extraordinary measures are needed.
Summer vacation is over for Arkansas students, and it's time once again to hit the books.
One of the top priorities, keeping kids safe as they go to and from school. THV11's Marielle Mose is in Benton this morning.
Now she joins us with how the police department is doing just that. Marielle, good morning.
Good morning, Ashley and Elise. How are you? I'm at Howard Perrin Elementary School this morning. It's K through 5th grade here, and as you can see, there's no action yet because school doesn't start until 8 a.m., but the kids are going to be coming in all excited, and we're going to be here for all that action. And new this year, the school department is teaming up with the Benton Police Department to enhance school security in the area. They're doing that by adding a new school resource officer as well as a new school resource vehicle. So they'll now have 3 school resource officers in the area. They're also enhancing the security staff here, which includes the community members, law enforcement, as well as school administrators. And so they're doing they're putting in all the stops this year for to enhance school security and improve school security education for kids and staff here. We're really looking forward to all the kids coming up this morning, and later this morning we're going to talk to Kevin Russell with the Benton Police Department to learn more about this security initiative that they're implementing this year for the new school year. And before we head off to break, I do have to say, Tom, I heard your comment about me being very shortly out of high school, and to that I say, whatever, old geezer. All right, we're headed off to a break. You're watching THV11 this morning. We're back after this.
Thanks for watching THV11.
Sounds good, ladies. Take 5. You know the best thing about summer? That grilled chicken sandwich meal from Zaxby's.
Summer flavor.
Honey mustard.
Tangy nectar.
Lettuce.
Lettuce.
What are y'all doing?
The grilled chicken sandwich meal. Grilled chicken topped with honey mustard and lettuce on a brioche bun, served with crinkle fries and a small Coca-Cola Freestyle drink. Zaxby's, indescribably good. Show off.
Thursday Night Football is here on THV11.
If your water leaves residue, like scale from hard water minerals, you have problem water. Luckily, you also have the Culligan Man and this special offer.
For your free water analysis, call your local Culligan dealer today.
Lipton Fresh Brewed Iced Tea is the naturally refreshing way to enjoy your meal.
It's the flavor we all savor. Does any food a favor? Gotta be more terrific.
Lipton, be more tea.
Muppets Most Wanted on Blu-ray and Digital, August 12th.
You can get a $1,000 turbocharged reward card with a new Volkswagen Turbo. So why are we so obsessed with turbo?
Because there's nothing more exhilarating than a powerful ride.
And you can get that in places you might not expect, like the Passat, and also in the fun-to-drive Jetta. In fact, Volkswagen has sold more turbos than any other brand over the last 10 years.
That is a lot of turbo.
Get a $1,000 turbocharged reward card on new 2014 turbo models. Release a 2014 Passat S for $189 a month after a $1,000 bonus.
Mark Pryor, he's a decent guy. But up in Washington, Pryor backs Barack Obama 90% of the time. Pryor voted for a cap-and-trade energy tax that experts say would cost Arkansas 24,000 jobs. With Pryor in the Senate, the national debt has gone up by $10 trillion. Yet, over and over, Pryor votes against a balanced budget amendment. Tell Mark Pryor to stand with Arkansas, not Barack Obama.
Get THV weather and Ed Buckner's forecast on Kissin' 96, all things country.
Welcome back. Corporal Alvernon Rogers joins us with a check of our traffic conditions on this Monday. Happy Monday, Alvernon. Glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back. It's a beautiful Monday.
It is.
It's nice outside, and you know, just breathing that fresh air.
So positive. You get me every time.
And no accidents. Everything is going great for this first day of school. So just you know, enjoy and just get up and breathe the fresh air and just
be careful in those school zones too.
Exactly. Yeah. Be careful. Well, we do have your top 3 Operation Safe Speed locations. We have Arkansas State Police I-430 north of off of Shackelford, Little Rock, Breckenridge Drive, and North Little Rock, Main Street. So be careful, slow down, and enjoy your commute in.
All right, Alvernon, thanks a lot. We appreciate you. We'll send things out to the garden. Hey, Tom.
All right. Hey, does Alvernon smell good today? I was in there just briefly. Is he wearing any? You smell good today, Alvernon? Elise is always talking about how good you smell. What's he wearing today?
I can't hear. What's he saying?
Go ahead, Alvernon.
Go ahead. No, he was asking, do I smell good this morning?
He always smells good.
Yeah.
Every day.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't, it's one of the things we noticed about Alvernon. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, is that he always smells good, like fresh rain, right? Yeah, we've got rain and thunderstorm activity along the I-30 corridor, moving up I-30. Some of that may get close to the Little Rock metro area. We'll see how things work out. Here's what you can expect out of your morning commute, though. Alvernon mentioned no accidents, but be careful. A lot of volume on roadways this morning, and we do have a chance of a scattered storm. 75 to 76 at 7 and 76 at 8 o'clock this morning. So, with that in mind, we transition now to a look at what you can expect in the next few hours. And your bus stop forecast is coming up as well. It is back to school. Public schools are back in session. Privates and charters have already started school, but the vast majority of public school kids will be on the roadways. If you're a bus driver and you're traveling south of Little Rock, you'll run into a couple of thunderstorms. Thunderstorms this afternoon will be isolated in nature, but there is a cluster of storms that is just south of Little Rock, and I'll get to that here in just a moment. Come on, weather clicker, work a little faster for me. There you are. There's that cluster, a little bit of a spin. This is an upper air disturbance moving across southern and south central Arkansas. You see the fringe of the moderate rainfall has now made it into Saline County, and it looks as if parts of western and southwestern Pulaski County as well. From Montgomery County to Garland, Clark, over to Grant County, Sheridan, getting some active weather. Down around Stamps, Hope, we're looking at rain and possible thunderstorms. 72 Calico Rock, Newport 74, 76 in Brinkley. It's 71 in Eureka Springs and 75 in Nashville. Downtown at 75. Dew Point at 70. So very, very tropical air mass, a very rich tropical air mass in place. Plenty of juice to work with this disturbance moving across. It's going to wring out as much rain as it possibly can. So this is one cluster. We started the morning with a frontal boundary over northern Arkansas. That front is going to lift back to the north throughout the day. Once we see this area of rain and thunderstorms move through Arkansas, the rain chances this afternoon will be isolated in nature. Then tomorrow, even lesser chances of storms. Heading into the rest of the week, it's going to get hot. 87 today, Eureka Springs, 91 Greenbrier. Chance of a storm, Malvern, England, Carlisle, Whitehall. It's certainly a possibility, especially this morning over the southeast with temperatures in the 80s today. Going to be a little cooler over the southeast because they'll have more cloud cover. 92 today, 94 Tuesday. The isolated showers go away and the heat cranks up a notch or two. 524 now. That is a look at your weather. Sports? Yeah, here's Phil Buck.
Believe it or not, we only have one Saturday left
before the start of Razorback football. Better make it count this coming week. Meanwhile, the Hogs enjoying Fan Day yesterday afternoon following Saturday's scrimmage. Brett Bielema and the players signing some autographs in Bud Walton Arena. And a looming question for a lot of fans going into the season: how will the Hogs special teams fare without Zach Hawker? Senior John Henson steps into that role this season, and Coach Bielema likes how he and the rest of the special teams unit has looked so far in camp.
But starting off with our kicking game, our guys have been really consistent. The only missed field goal I think on the day was a Mayday field goal situation. I knew that was going to be right at the end of John Henson's limit. So I'm excited about that. Obviously, the kickoff segment, I thought we drilled some guys in the end zone.
Man, the Hogs kicked their season off in less than 2 weeks against Auburn. And Gus Malzahn.
All right, Phil, thank you for that. Your time is now 5:25. You soon will be able to see the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie, and Neil Patrick Harris hands over his glam rock wig. Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
Neil Patrick Harris wrapped up his Tony Award-winning run in Broadway's Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Andrew Rannells, whom fans will recognize from HBO's Girls, is taking over the role.
Whoever is playing the part has to bring so much of themselves to it, and that's sort of been the fun and at times difficult part of rehearsing it. What is my version of Hedwig? Like how does she live in me?
Hedwig and the Angry Inch received rave reviews and won 4 Tony Awards. It's family drama meets Middle Eastern politics in May in the Summer. Shireen Davis wrote, directed, and stars in the film.
Can I just be happy?
Davis plays a writer who returns to her family's hometown in Jordan for her wedding. But her evangelical Christian mother disapproves of her Muslim fiancé.
Marrying outside your religion never works.
I wanted to surprise people in this movie and show a side of the Middle East that we never really get to see. I mean, certainly not on the news and not in film and television.
May in the Summer opens in New York on Friday and in select cities next week. And out on DVD tomorrow, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
You lied to me.
Peter Parker learns how to balance his love life and his superhero exploits in the face of a new threat. And that's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
On this Medical Monday, we're focusing on your pet's health. Still ahead, how to keep them from being lonely. More of THV11 this morning is coming up next. Stay with us.
Thanks for watching THV11.
Hi.
We need this to tow my science project.
I do it all, Tundra. Good timing. Our annual clearance event only happens once a year.
We built a shuttle.
A shuttle?
Yeah, carbon fiber wings, it works. Better get an A.
You mean he better get an A?
That's what I said. Agree to disagree.
Get 0% APR for 60 months plus $2,000 special edition cash on a new 2014 Tundra Crewmax TSS edition for a savings over $6,600.
It's gonna be great for my shuttle.
My shuttle.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Patrick Henry Hayes, and if you want to see the opposite of Washington, D.C., look what we've done in North Little Rock. While Washington's debt has increased 400%, we cut our debt in half. We've balanced 24 straight budgets, and by easing regulations, we've attracted thousands of good jobs. Look at the difference it's made. I approve this message because it's simple. You cut waste, pay your bills, and do everything in your power to create jobs. And that's what we need in Congress.
So why switch to Dish?
With Dish, you get more options, you get more value, you get more channels. With Dish, you get more.
And you can get more for less. Save as much as $800 in just your first year with our best deal ever. Switch to Dish and save, with prices starting at just $32.99 a month. But wait, call right now and save even more with promotional prices starting at just $19.99 a month for 12 months.
We are Dish customers for life. We love Dish.
This is our best deal ever. Call now to switch to Dish.
Wandering out into this great unknown. And when it's done, believe that I will yell it from that mountain.
Find summer. The Chevy Labor Day sale. Get 0% financing for 72 months plus a total value of $4,000 on this 2014 Silverado All-Star Edition and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Now, from Arkansas's News and Information Center, This is THV 11 This Morning.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Elise Edie alongside Ashley Blackstone and Tom Brannon.
Geezer.
Or that.
Geezer.
It's Monday, August 18th.
Oh, it's National Cupcake Day, huh?
Apparently, yes, Tom.
Is this related to SEC football and most of the SEC teams that play?
No.
No, this is
I
about
should have known
No,
this was
it's
coming.
just cupcakes.
Oh, it's just cupcakes. Okay. Cupcakes have been an American dessert icon since the 19th century.
For many years, cupcakes were known as 1, 2, 3, 4 cakes because of their recipe. It was 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, 4 eggs, plus 1 cup of milk and 1 spoonful of baking soda. I feel like I need a calculator
Seriously,
for that.
I never knew that. Very interesting there. Fun fact, the world's largest cupcake was displayed back in 2009 at a food market in London. The cupcake was about 4 feet in diameter and weighed just over 330 pounds.
That ain't a cupcake.
That's a cake.
That's a cake.
Who has your favorite cupcakes, y'all?
Well, I would
I
say
like them
this.
all.
I think still the best, is cupcakes on Capitol.
Yeah, I really like them and really like Brown Sugar Bake Shop.
Yes.
Those are 2
Brown
of my
sugar
favorite.
bake.
Yeah,
we need
they're
some
good.
today, don't
No.
we? To celebrate.
No, wait.
No, we probably don't, but it sounds good.
We don't have any? You didn't bake any cupcakes?
I would have,
We
but I
didn't
didn't know
know.
that it was National Cupcake Day. I needed somebody to tell me, or I would have made some.
It's probably good.
Next year.
Not what we need today.
Not a good way to start the week, right?
Every kid should have a cupcake as they enter the bus for that trip to school. Sugar them up. Get them ready to go. Happening today, head Red Wolf Blake Anderson will be at Verizon Arena in North Little Rock.
Yeah, he'll be talking about the upcoming season, also answering questions from fans as the team prepares for the 100th season of A-State football.
The event is free, open to the public. It begins at noon with a welcome from the Arkansas State Director of Athletics.
All right, so weather for those of you that are beginning your day, especially for those of you that are getting the kids ready for school.
Yep.
I know some excited kids. They probably didn't sleep at all last night. They're getting up. Let's go to school today. It's probably not the way it is, though.
Yeah,
you know.
I think it's exciting.
For
Yeah,
some,
see your
yeah.
friends. It's more to see your friends. That's what you want to do.
Girls are way more excited than
That's
guys.
true.
Guys are like, oh man, homework. Back to school time, folks. Hot and humid, steamy August weather. A couple of things happening this week that will remind us that summer's not done with us just yet. The temperatures are going to go up. The rain chances will drop off. And for that first day of school, back to school, here is your bus stop forecast. We'll get this out of the way for you, for those of you planning your day. Make sure the kids have something lightweight, loose fitting. We've got a rain chance in the forecast. A chance of a thunderstorm this morning, and I'll show you where those storms are located here in just a few moments. It is going to be rather steamy. The August steam factor is back. Temperatures today in the low 90s, tomorrow in the mid 90s. Watching a cluster of storms moving up the I-30 corridor, getting awfully close to Pulaski County. The fringe is in western Pulaski County. We have seen numerous lightning strikes with these thunderstorms, probably pretty loud where you live, especially Arkadelphia, over toward Kingsland, down to Camden, Fordyce, El Dorado. This activity is shifting east. The northern fringe will clip southern Pulaski County, even over to Grant County, where East End is located. Notice the lightning strikes have actually increased, so more storms developing out ahead of that main cluster. Temperatures are in the 70s as we begin your day. No worries in terms of needing a jacket because it's not cool outside at all. 75 degrees, and your planner for the day shapes up like this. We are going to see those numbers up near 90 by this afternoon, and a chance of an isolated storm. Time now to send things over to Elise this morning.
All right, Tom, thanks a lot. The National Transportation Safety Board is in Northeast Arkansas investigating a crash between 2 Union Pacific trains near Hoxie.
And all of a sudden we heard a giant crash and clash like thunder.
We all yelled for, to see if there was anybody there that needed help.
This is going to be a traumatic event for this town right now.
2 people died, 2 others were hurt in that crash yesterday. The 2 killed are believed to be Union Pacific workers. And while this accident happened in Northeast Arkansas, Central Arkansas is a major hub for railroad traffic in the state. Union Pacific's largest locomotive maintenance facility is in North Little Rock. They have 1,300 miles of track in the state with 2,800 employees. The system ships mainly wholesale goods as well as stone, sand, and gravel. Jefferson County deputies investigating a crash that killed a teenager over the weekend. Happened Saturday night along River Road in Redfield. 17-year-old Cody Farley was thrown from a car that was reportedly going 100 miles per hour when the driver lost control to avoid hitting a man standing in the road. That man, Philip Goss, was arrested for public intoxication. According to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, a breathalyzer test showed that Goss was more than 20 times the legal limit. No word on the driver's condition or if charges will be filed. The woman who escaped from the back of a patrol car turned herself into the Baxter County Sheriff's Office yesterday. They say that Brandy Vandenberg got away while handcuffed near Whitesville Saturday. A deputy arrested her for outstanding warrants, but she managed to roll down the deputy's car window and escape. The sheriff will add an escape charge to her warrants today.
A Pine Bluff police officer is on leave after she reportedly shoots her boyfriend. According to police, the female officer and her boyfriend got into an argument that turned violent. She claims she shot him in the chest in self-defense. That officer is now on paid administrative leave, and the investigation has been turned over to Arkansas State Police. No word yet on the man's condition. A 3-year-old in Bryant taken to the hospital after getting hit by a pickup truck. It happened Saturday near Ridgecrest Drive and North Street, just south of I-30. The child apparently ran into the street. He is expected to be okay. No charges are being filed in this case. Changes are on the way with a settlement reached in the decades-long desegregation case in the Little Rock Metro school districts. Before the Pulaski County Special School District begins to deal with new funding arrangements, it wants to start this school year on the right foot. The desegregation settlement means the district's budget will lose about $20.7 million in funding. Certain school transfers are being ended and the bus fleet will be reduced. With today being the first day of school for most kids in the state, drivers and students in North Little Rock may get frustrated near the high school. A $100 million renovation is disrupting parking and traffic flow, and the district is asking everyone to plan ahead. But they say that rumors about students parking in nearby neighborhoods aren't true. That new parking lot should be open in about a month. An arrest made in the murder of a Little Rock woman last month. Alden Thomas being charged with killing Tanya Wilson outside of her home on 11th Street 3 weeks ago. Police picked Thomas up on Chester Street Friday afternoon, and they say that they found a handgun in his car. He's facing first-degree murder charges. Correction officers say the escaped inmate who walked away from a Springdale work release center back in custody. Clayton Shatswell Jr. failed to check in around 9 o'clock Friday night. He's serving a 10-year sentence for forgery in Benton County. An ADC spokesperson says they caught Shatswell hiding behind a house in the woods near Rogers. He'll now be an inmate at the state's Supermax prison in Varner. A Little Rock police dog that got out and attacked neighbors 2 weeks ago is back at work. The dog named Ammo is back on the job with limited duty. Police say he will remain on a leash for 2 weeks and can only assist with tracking down suspects. They also say a second set of locks has been installed on his kennel. Ammo's original trainer is also being asked if more training may be needed. The sheriff of Grant County is out, but will soon be back in. Sheriff Ray Vance is resigning because of a hunting violation in Kansas 4 years ago, which made him ineligible for office. A special prosecutor started to remove him in February, but since then, Vance's record has been cleared. Since no one is running for sheriff this year, Vance will be reelected in November. The group pushing to allow alcohol sales statewide dropped off more than 41,000 new signatures at the state's secretary office over the weekend. This is the second round of petitions turned in, hoping to get the question on the November ballot. They came up about 17,000 signatures short of the required 78,000 during the initial verification period. On this Medical Monday, we are focusing on your pet's health. If you want to keep your dog or cat happy when you're away, here are 5 tips on how to avoid pet loneliness and getting their tails wagging once again. Number 1, exercise your pet before leaving. Take your dog on a walk or play a game of chase the string with your cat. This exercise will tire and calm your pet physically so they can utilize the alone time to catch up on rest. And number 2, arrange regular midday visits. The best case scenario is when you can use your lunch break to spend some time with your pet. But if your schedule doesn't allow for this, consider a pet sitter who can give them attention when you're gone. Number 3, provide engaging play toys. Leave your dog or cat's favorite toys and anything else you can think of so they can stay entertained while you're gone. While treats may not last long in toys, you can also try putting them inside of a toy to provide a mental challenge. Number 4, capitalize on sensory stimulants, whether it's a shady outdoor space when your pet can watch birds and squirrels, or leaving the TV on Animal Planet for them. There are many ways to ensure your pet has entertainment and peace of mind while you're away. And number 5, find a furry friend. A common solution is to adopt a second pet as a companion for your dog or cat, but
If that isn't an option, prearranged play dates, not an option for me. Not going to happen. But of course, take the time to consider how your pet would react to this, and also what kind of pet is ideal.
I need you to get a second dog.
No.
What are the chances?
Absolutely
realistic,
not.
It's not happening.
I feel like Ranger is like having 3 dogs. Not going to happen. Are you going to get another cat for the 2 you have?
No, I'm at my max. No, until one dies, I will not be getting another.
Not going to happen.
All right, we love our animals, though. We're going to take a quick break this morning. Your time is 5:40. Stay with us.
Thanks for watching THV11.
This summer, feel the love in a Jeep brand vehicle. With Cherokee's best-in-class 4x4 capability and class-exclusive 9-speed automatic transmission. Summer never felt so good, but it goes by fast, so hurry into the Jeep Summer Clearance Event. Get $2,500 total cash allowance or 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2014 Jeep Cherokee Latitude.
Have you been to the warehouse lately? Cost Plus Furniture Warehouse. Today's designer looks at warehouse prices. Never pay retail again. Drop the stores that cost you more and save at Cost Plus Furniture Warehouse, Little Rock and Malvern.
These cheesy bread dogs, the cheese is baked right into the bun.
It's what's on the outside that counts?
Huh, prove that.
Count on the cheesy goodness of the new cheesy bread dogs. This is how you Sonic.
At GMC, the summer sell-down is on. Now get the best selection of remaining 2014 GMC models while they last. Like the GMC Terrain, the highest-ranked compact SUV in initial quality by J.D. Power. And with 2 years of scheduled maintenance included, August is a great time to step up to professional grade. Now lease this 2014 GMC Terrain for around $199 per month.
See your Arkansas Select Buick GMC dealer.
You can build your own country dinner plate at Cracker Barrel Old Country Store. Choose your entree, 2 sides, plus corn muffins or biscuits for $7.69. So stop on by. You're always welcome.
As the owner of Cecil's, I try and keep things fresh in this store. I hand select every item that comes into the store, and I love doing it. I love jewelry. And I love people. To me, that's a winning combination. So come feel the love and come see us.
We wanna be your jeweler for life.
Have you been to the warehouse lately? Cost Plus Furniture Warehouse. Name brands like Hooker, Broyhill, King Hickory Flex Steel, and more. Why pay retail? Drop the stores that cost you more and save at Cost Plus Furniture Warehouse, Little Rock and Malvern.
Hey guys, welcome back this morning on this first day of school for many kids in Central Arkansas. Your time is 5:42. Corporal Alvernon Rogers, not heading back to class today, are you?
Not supposed to.
Hey, did you make all straight A's growing up? You seem like you would.
I won't tell that. No.
Come on.
No, I kind of see my way through.
They just passed you? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
You had your social skills down, though, Pat.
Yeah, I did.
What's going on the roads this morning?
Well, no accident report. Everything is going great, but just, slow down, be careful the first day of school, and just be patient. I think that's the key. Patient, we always talk about the proper following distance and put on your turn signal, but just be patient, just take a chill pill.
And you need to leave early.
Leaving enough time to reach your destination and just enjoy your commute in.
Okay, Operation Safe Speed this morning.
Operation Safe Speed, top 3, Arkansas State Police, I-430, north of us. Shackelford, Little Rock, Breckenridge Drive, and North Little Rock, Main Street. And beware of those construction areas and stay safe and enjoy.
All right. Vernon, thank you much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We will visit with you shortly, but first we want to get caught up on how things are looking out on the roads this morning in Saline County. Mariel Mose joins us live from Benton with more on the first day back to school. Mariel, good morning.
Ashley, thank you. I'm at Howard Perrin Elementary School here in Benton, and they're getting kicked off with school, the first day of school today at 8 a.m. K through 5th grade is here, and it's going to be packed, this area that I'm standing in, with kids around 7 a.m. this morning, but for now it's pretty empty. But I am joined here with Lieutenant Kevin Russell with the Benton Police Department. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
So tell us a little bit about this security initiative that you guys are kicking off for the school year this year. Why'd you guys get it going?
Well, it's one of the things, we've done a lot of safety initiatives this year. We do one every month, and for this month, it's the Back to School Safety Initiative, so our officers will be out in force in school zones, enforcing all of the school-related, whether it's speeding or no texting and driving or no using a cell phone in a school zone. We're going to be out enforcing those rules to make sure that our children are safe.
And you guys are adding a new team member to your school resource officer staff and your safety team. Tell us a little bit about that.
We are. We just recently added another school resource officer in conjunction with the Benton School District, and it was something that we wanted to do to ensure that we had additional safety mechanisms in place to help keep our children safe. And so we've added Officer Bobby Shell to the team this year.
Great. And education is a huge part of this safety initiative. How are you guys doing that?
It is. It's one of the things we're taking seriously, and we're putting it out on different avenues, whether it's through the media, through y'all, or if it's through our social media. We're putting out information. All of last week, we were putting out things about no texting and driving, no using a cell phone in a school zone when children are present. Some things that people might have forgotten about over the summer. We're trying to remind them about school safety issues.
Great. And people can follow you on your Benton Police Department Facebook page, Twitter. How do they do that?
Yeah, they can find us, Benton Police Department. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Vine, YouTube. I mean, they can find us in a wide variety of different areas.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We will catch back up with Kevin Russell later this morning to learn more about the safety initiatives that they're implementing right here at Howard Parent Elementary School. With that, we'll send things to the old geezer, Tom Brannon.
All right, thank you, Miriam Mose. Once again, outside, we're looking at Highway 10 traffic, which will be picking up in earnest today now that all public schools are in session. You've got a number of private schools and Pulaski Robinson out to the west. To the southwest, we've had thunderstorms throughout the morning. Let's get to it. Here's what your commute looks like. We will have a chance of it. There's a ladder here. Chance of a thunderstorm, 75 right now, 76 at 7, 76 at 8 o'clock. That chance of rain will continue through the morning hours. We'll see it back off, and then this afternoon with the heat of the day, more storms will develop. There's an upper air disturbance along the I-30 corridor, and it's showing signs of pushing a little farther to the north. The northern fringe now through Saline into western and, say, southwestern Pulaski County, but the heaviest thunderstorms are out along the leading edge from Kingsland down to near Camden and even southward to El Dorado. Look at the lightning strikes that we've had. These storms are holding together, and they're pretty prominent here, especially on the eastern area or the eastern fringe of those of that complex. Here's what's happening numbers-wise. 73 Harrison, 69 in Mountain Home, 73 Arkadelphia, 75 is Sporting Pine Bluff. Right now, Little Rock is at 75. The dew point at 70. It feels like 75 with a wind flow out of the southwest at 5. Very warm and sticky day today. It's only going to get hotter. It's certainly not going to feel anything like fall. We had that about a week ago. This week and really for the next 2 weeks, temperatures will be in the middle to upper 90s. We'll have a chance of rain today and tomorrow, but that rain chance really begins to back off. Catching the bus, look for rain and thunder this morning and another chance this afternoon. Here's your Monday weather planner. From 86 at noon to around 90 at 5 o'clock, there is still a chance of an isolated storm later today. Here's what the forecast looks like down the road. 94 tomorrow, up to 97, and a couple of our numerical models are indicating that Saturday and Sunday we could make it to 100. Yes, 100. We haven't mentioned that. Heck, we've hardly mentioned 90 at all this summer. Right now, let's go back to Ashley and Elise.
The start of the school year means the start of high school football season. Pulaski County High School is the first in the state to give its football team special equipment that promotes proper tackling.
The goal is to prevent concussions and also cut down on injuries during practice. THV11's Alyssa Raymond spoke with players at Robinson High School about how it works.
Good. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Teaching tackling.
Set it back up. Next in line. Next in line.
Just got a whole lot different for Robinson High School football players.
We needed a way to practice full-speed tackling drills without banging up our kids in practice every day.
The Senators bought 3 of these tackling dummies from the Irish company Shadow Man Sports.
It simulates tackling.
There's a simulation of a lifelike target.
Total cost about $2,400. The team used fundraising money to pay for these.
You don't put a price on player safety?
Head coach Todd Escola says this past spring 4 players got concussions in practice. The year before that, 9 players.
Most of the high schools in Arkansas don't have the depth to beat up their own kids in practice.
You're going to buzz your feet. You're going to come at an angle, get your head across. They care about us.
Junior Nicholas Harper knows the importance of tackling properly. In 6th grade, he suffered a severe concussion. What was that like?
I don't remember. Go!
And making and taking that hit is something coaches want their players to remember.
If you're practicing it the wrong way, you're going to do it the wrong way in games.
Escola says practice makes permanent.
We've practiced it all week long, going full speed with the correct fundamentals, and our hope is that it's going to carry over to the game.
Once you go to the player, it's kind of much easier because you know, all right, I got to do it this way.
And doing it this way is what's going to get them to where they want to go.
Robinson is going #1 this year.
In Pulaski County, Alyssa Raymond, THV11 News.
#1, huh?
Yeah.
He's putting it out there. The school started using the dummies last Tuesday.
And Coach Escola says the players are already seeing the benefits.
We'll send things over to Tom.
All right, ladies, thanks. It's Medical Monday, and we have Dr. T. Glenn Payton from UAMS helping us keep healthy and safe on this Monday morning. Good to see you, sir.
Hello, hi, Tom.
Hello, hi.
Hello, hi to you. Hello, hi to you, too.
Fist bump right there.
Fist
Boom,
bump.
football season. We have some great questions for you this morning that Dr. Payton's going to answer. Why don't we start off with one? Okay. This is a pretty short question. What is the best time to take vitamins, in the morning or at night?
Yeah, Tom, you take those vitamins?
I do take vitamins.
You take vitamins?
Vitamin D, very important.
You take, well, you take, and your doctor tells you to take it, right?
Yeah, he does.
Now, here's the thing. If your doctor doesn't tell you to take vitamins, you probably don't need to take them. They're not going to help you out a whole lot. If you have a good, healthy diet, you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. But that said, a lot of people out there are taking vitamins. So when do you need to take them for the best time? Probably in the morning, 30 minutes after eating breakfast, a healthy breakfast, then you can take your vitamins. Now, if you skip the breakfast, Tom, do you ever skip breakfast?
Often.
Yeah, then the next time you want to take them is probably at lunchtime. You want to take vitamins, most vitamins, when you have a full stomach. So the vitamins are digested and they go along with the rest of your food. So take them with a full meal.
So take your vitamins with food. Don't just take vitamins.
Yeah, best time is the morning, though.
Okay.
Not at nighttime before you go to bed. Yeah.
Okay. What about lunch?
Yeah, lunchtime. It's the second best time.
Okay,
Yeah,
good time. All right.
second best time.
All right, Dr. Payton, even in the summertime, I have cold hands just as if it were winter. It happens much more at work than at home. Should I be concerned?
Yeah, that's a very common question. I'm going to tell you this. I want you to listen very, very carefully to this. It sounds like you get sweaty hands when you're at work, and stress can certainly do this. And what happens is that the stress will cause the capillaries, little tiny blood vessels in your hands and feet, to constrict. They're going to get smaller, and that's going to give you the sensation of cold. Now, this is very important. Be very careful with this one. Note this. After your hands are cold, you then will sweat some. If this happens, you probably have no problem at all. It's all due to stress. Now, there is a vascular disorder, and it can cause the hands to have vascular constrictions. You get cold hands, but there's no sweating afterwards. And that problem you need to see your doctor about.
All right, Dr. Payton, I'm a 39-year-old man with what appears to me to be a pretty rapid thinning of my hair. It happens to the best of us. Very concerned about my health. I exercise and eat meals with a lot of vegetables. I eat carrots for snacks. I read that vitamin A in the vegetables I eat could be causing my thinning hair.
Yeah.
Could this be the cause?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you this. You don't want to hear this. I know you don't want to hear this, but it's not the vitamins. No, you can eat an awful lot of vitamins, and guess what? It's not going to cause your hair to fall out. Vitamin A is in a lot of our foods, and what's going on here is that there's a non-toxic vitamin A precursor, and these are the carotenoids, and they won't cause your hair to fall out. I think you have male pattern baldness. It's inherited. But keep on eating fruits and vegetables. Tom, if you eat a whole lot of carrots, you know what's going to happen to you? I mean, you just eat them and eat them, eat them.
I'm going to turn orange.
Yeah, you got to turn orange. And we turned my daughter orange one time. Yeah, she was turned orange. She was a little baby. She loved carrots. So when you have a baby, you say, hey, go ahead and eat it. So she turned orange. We had an orange baby.
But she could see well.
She could see very well, but she was orange. And it was good because if you stood in line, people would see an orange baby and they say, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess she's still orange.
You never lost?
No, she's orange today.
Well, we have more questions.
No, she's not orange. No, she turned back normal.
More questions coming up after 6 o'clock with Dr. T. Glenn Payton and the Medical Mailbag. We'll be back after this.
At Landers Ford in Benton, back to school means 0% interest for 60 months on new 2014 F-150 trucks.
And 0% for 72 months on all new 2014 cars and SUVs.
Perfect for back to school.
Your Landers deal is ready only at Landers Ford in Benton.
Half-off summer clearance sale going on now at Family Leisure. Save up to 50% on in-stock pools, patio furniture, and more, only at Family Leisure.
Well, family and fun come together.
I'm Mark Pryor, and I approve this message.
Anyone who calls it amnesty is not being intellectually honest.
Mark Pryor voted the same way as John McCain and many other Republican senators.
Secure the border first.
Pryor voted no amnesty.
20,000 new border agents.
A 700-mile fence.
And a long-term solution.
It's tough, but fair.
While Congressman Cotton voted to cut funding for the border protection and play politics with our security.
Wandering out into this great unknown. And when it's done, believe that I will yell it from that mountain.
Find summer, the Chevy Labor Day sale. Get 0% financing for 72 months plus a total value of $4,000 on this 2014 Silverado All-Star Edition and make no monthly payments for 90 days. See your Arkansas Best Chevy dealer.
Here's another reason to love Kroger. The savings are all around you. From fresh produce to those everyday favorites your family loves, you'll find low prices throughout the store. And with fuel points, you'll save at the pump, too. Stop in and see how much you'll save with low prices and more. Every day at Kroger.
Red seedless grapes are 99 cents a pound, and USDA Choice boneless ribeye steaks are $7.99 a pound in the value pack. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
At Landers Ford in Benton, back to school means 0% interest for 60 months on new 2014 F-150 trucks.
And 0% for 72 months on all new 2014 cars and SUVs.
Perfect for back to school.
Your Landers deal is ready only at Landers Ford in Benton.
Christina Aguilera is a mom once again.
People magazine reports the singer and her fiance Matt Rutler are the proud parents of a baby girl. She was born Saturday in Los Angeles.
Aguilera also has a 6-year-old son with her ex-husband Jordan Bratman.
And a mother so determined to get her 4-year-old son into pre-K that she went to register him while she was actually in labor.
The Texas mom ended up giving birth at the elementary school. Phil Archer has the story.
He's so adorable. I love him. He's so cute.
Vanessa De Leon gave birth to her 4th son, Giovanni, while waiting in line to register his 4-year-old brother for pre-kindergarten classes. She was already in labor when she arrived at Fisher Elementary School.
Well, it was very important because he wasn't going to have space, you know, any more space available for him, and it's very important for him to go to school.
She thought she'd just drop off his application and head straight to the hospital.
I went and gave him the package, and I told him, I said, am I missing anything else? I said, because I'm in labor right now. I said, I have to go.
But she didn't make it out the front door. Giovanni wouldn't wait. She was ushered into the school nurse's office, where Nurse Ashley Morris tried to help her while simultaneously calling 911.
I'm trying to get on my gloves, and I look, and the baby's crowning. So I threw the box down, I've got the phone here, and I see the baby. And I had no choice but to, you know, Mom pushed, and we pulled the baby out.
Giovanni was delivered before an ambulance could arrive, all 6 pounds, 3 ounces of him. They swaddled the baby in school T-shirts because there were no towels available, then sent him and Mom off to the hospital. The baby's father and his 3 brothers were there to admire him. And for his mother's trouble, the school's principal guarantees Giovanni won't have to wait when he's ready for kindergarten.
Well, you know, he's born before September 1st. We can get him in school in 4 years. So don't, you know, I want him in 4 years. I don't care where you live. He needs to come to pre-K here.
Hopefully he'll always love school if he's born in a school, right?
Hopefully. De Leon also successfully registered her 4-year-old son before his brother was born.
He will be attending Fisher Pre-K. Congratulations to Mom. Glad everything went okay.
That's determination, though. She was going to get her baby in school.
And that she did. She accomplished that. It's just before 6 o'clock on this first day back to school. The second hour starts now.
My eyes were burning. I couldn't see. I couldn't really breathe.
This is unacceptable, and this is not the law.
We had to act to protect lives.
We all yelled for, you know, to see if there was anybody there that needed help.
There was a liquid that spilled, and it covered a wide area.
This is going to be a traumatic event for this town.
Us being into school day in, day out, seeing them.
Just like students have a hard time learning when they don't feel safe, teachers have a hard time teaching when they don't feel safe.
We tell our kids those are 2 things that we can control is our attitude and effort.
These young guys have got to prove that they can do it.
Got a good group up front that is going to play hard for us.
Now, From Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV 11 This Morning.
And a good morning to you, and happy first day of school for public schools outside. We start with a great look at Shot Outdoors over north central Arkansas, Heber Springs, Greer's, Ferry Lake, and it's looking fantastic. Skies are partly cloudy here, partly to mostly cloudy central Arkansas, and some thunderstorms are located in southern Arkansas. I'm going to get to that here in just a moment. But first, hey, we've been asking you for first day photos. I just have to share this. This is going way back in time. Little Sophia, kindergarten on the left, 5th grade on the right. If you have your child's first day photos, please send those to us via Twitter, #BeOn11. We want to have them so we can show them first day photos. Send them to us.